What is up, guys? Today we're going to get started working on the RX-7 to get it ready, or hopefully to get it ready for Rotary Rumble on July 7th, 7's Day. So right now, like I said before, all I need is fans and a clutch and seats pretty much, and the car's ready to go. So right now we're going to work on pulling the tranny, getting the clutch off, that way we can see if I can resurface the flywheel or not, and yeah, just get on to working on it. So right now we're working on pulling the drive shaft out, and all I have to do is undo the 4 bolts in the back and slide it right out. It's not like the BMW where there's a bunch of stuff in the way. This car is super simplified. So the 4 bolts, pull it right out, then we can start working on the bell housing bolts. When I did the JZ swap, all of this stuff just came off already, so none of these bolts are seized and everything comes off super quickly. So hopefully, let's see if this impact will break this bolt loose. There you go. Look at that. I just gotta repeat the process 3 more times, and the drive shaft is coming out. Oh shit. Did I just break the swivel? I think I broke the swivel. Just like that, the drive shaft is off of the diff, and we can pull it out of the tranny. I go and pull the drive shaft all the way out though. I'm gonna go ahead and undo the drain bolt because, well, that was a little looser than I wanted it to be. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and undo the drain bolt, drain all the fluid, because I don't want to risk all the fluid coming out of the output shaft. So let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully I don't miss. There it goes. There you go. Pull the tranny out, it should come out a lot smoother. There you go. Look, now the drive shaft is out. Fluid is draining. That looks a little weird. Why does it look green? Huh. Let's go ahead and I guess the next step would be to undo the shifter itself. Well, pulled out the drain plug, as you guys just saw, and there's a lot of metal shavings on this thing. Kind of worried about it, but at the same time, am I gonna do anything about it? Probably not. So, like you guys saw, I got the drive shaft off. All the bell housing bolts are right over there, and the cross member bolts are all out. So all I have to do is pull this down and then pull the input shaft out of the flywheel or the motor or whatever, and the tranny should be coming out very soon. Oh man, it's a little heavier than the BMW tranny. Oh, she's out. She's out. Transmission is out. Tranny is out. We can get to the clutch, undo these bolts, and then the pressure plate will come off. Then we can take the clutch disc and the flywheel off. So let's get to it. Well, this just fell out. That looks like it's part of something, I don't know. This is the flywheel. So that doesn't look very good. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get a new flywheel. I know I can get this resurfaced, but it is an eBay flywheel, so it kind of scares me. So we're just gonna go ahead and get a better flywheel and of course a better clutch. Let's see what this looks like. As far as the clutch goes, the friction discs or whatever you want to call it they're not worn all the way, but it was slipping, and as you can see, the flywheels, or the pressure plate I should say, is not in the best shape either. So we're just gonna scrap that clutch and go ahead and go with like a good 6-plug ACT clutch or whatnot. I think the last clip was of me like checking out the clutch. After that, I pretty much jumped right in to relocating the power steering cooling loop. Usually it's in the bottom, but let me show you guys on the car, that way you can see it a little better. So pretty much what I did was I got this power steering cooling loop, which usually sits like on the bottom area in front of the radiator. But as you guys know, the radiator used to sit way up here, and there used to be a bar that ran across that actually had the supports for the bottom of the radiator and this power steering cooling loop. But since I cut it out, I showed you guys in the last video that I made that little thing right there to hold the bottom of the radiator and the bottom of the intercooler. If you guys didn't see it, here it is. It's just a metal plate, a steel plate with little brackets to hold the bottom of the intercooler and radiator. But that left me with nowhere to hold the power steering cooling loop. I was gonna put a cooler to like pretty much eliminate this issue, but I don't really like coolers, only for the fact that I don't want to deal with them potentially leaking through the fittings, as of for now at least. So what I did as a temporary fix, I got the cooling loop and I ended up rounding it. Instead of on the bottom, I routed it up here. So if you take a step back, you can kind of see the little tip of it there. But pretty much it goes from the rack, it's the return, so it comes up here and it comes out through here, goes to the loop, goes right back into my reservoir right there. So pretty much what that eliminates is it running on the bottom of the car, and potentially if I hit something else, it won't hit the line, so I won't leak power steering. So I'm pretty much done with this for today. I need to make brackets for this, little L brackets, to have this go down and actually hold it in place. But as far as my power steering issue, or not issue, but kind of my dilemma, I guess it's the same thing. But as far as power steering, it's pretty much set to go. I can, if I wanted to, I can leave it like this, but I really want to make brackets just to make sure this doesn't flop around and tap everywhere. So as far as the power steering, that's it. So, theoretically speaking, all I need to do to get this car done for a Rotary Rumble on Sevens Day, July 7th at Apple Valley Speedway, is the new fans and the clutch. Once I get the clutch, I can throw the tranny back in and the car will drive. And then once I get the fans, all I have to do is order them and I can put it right into my old shroud. I'm going to get the same size, but they're going to push way more CFM to keep the car cool. But yeah, like I was saying, the clutch, the fans, and some seats. I need seats because I actually sold my seats, both of them, so I need new seats. I'm going to change it up with the interior a little bit. I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. But the car is almost done. Once the car is done, then we can start working on it looking pretty as far as body kit, fenders, and paint and whatnot. Or yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.